Hey ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. As always, it is Nick here, back through daily crypto news and analysis, and it's been a while since I've talked to you guys about Casper. No, it's not because I don't support the project or anything like that. I know that a lot of individuals get a little bit worried when I don't upload videos on specific projects, and I totally understand. So it's all good. In regards to Casper, I'm still extremely focused on the end goal around it. Yes, I still believe that a dollar plus is inevitable. We will get there eventually. Don't know a time frame on it, but of course I'm looking forward to it. And of course we do see here from Casper themselves the exciting journey of Casper Network and Casper Labs so far. Since June 2022, we have created an open source Casper Tigers NFT project. Also, Casper Army is launching as well. And also launched the Casper blockchain.io for you to track projects building on Casper. And yes, there's quite a bit. I'm actually going to be opening that here in a second, but first I want to just share with you guys the journey so far from going all the way back to 2018 when Casper Labs was fully founded. So initially, 2018, found it. Equity round, and then we do see the testnet launch, the first release of the white paper, private validator token sale round 1, Delta testnet launch, private validator token sale round 2, final publication of the highway white paper, followed quickly up with the successful security audit by Trail of Bits. Casper Association found it, Casper token sale on CoinList. Casper mainnet launch. Casper Labs joins IBM's partner program. UAE, partnership announced, introducing Casper Punks NFTs, and of course, Casper gets listed on KuCoin, and that was just recent. Now, of course, this is just a Casper journey, minus all of the other major things that have happened over the time. Like there's been a lot of DApps being launched. There's been some other major listings as well. But yeah, these are the most monumental ones that we have been watching for, and it's great to see how fast it actually has grown in just the span of 4 years alone. I know that 4 years is not that short, but it also is not that long, especially when you are looking at a project like Casper that is continuously building. And talking about building, yes, we can see over here. So let me actually just agree to that. We could see all the projects being built out on Casper, as you guys do see. Here's the main ones that we have been talking about. For example, IPWE, Metacask, Robot Cache, Sky Bridger, Wise Art. We also do see Forest Staking. We do see some of the exchanges up there, like Huobi, Gate.io, which, by the way, I don't even think, is Huobi listed? I want to say that Huobi doesn't have us listed, but I'm pretty sure that they do. I just forgot honestly which exchanges have Casper listed, so I'm sorry. Let me go check that out real quick. So yeah, Huobi is listed. Okay. Yeah, I figured that Huobi had us listed. I was thinking more so of Kraken. I was actually thinking about Kraken listing us because again, there has been connections with Kraken in the past. But these are some nice names. I mean, like I said, the ecosystem is continuously growing day in and day out. We actually do see down here that the ecosystem has 143 projects, exchanges, partners, and Web3 applications built on the Casper blockchain. Casper dApps are feature-proof, offer low transaction fees, and high scalability. And yeah, I mean, you guys could definitely explore all of this. I know that their website is a little bit slow right now. For me, it's most likely on my end as I am, rendering a video, also recording a video, and I do have a few things open as well. But yeah, I think that this is great. I think that as we do kind of march on into 2022 and even into 2023, we will see this thriving and growing a lot more. And actually talking about Casper and more so around the ecosystem itself and why it's a very lucrative ecosystem, we actually do see here. Here's a little bit of a roadmap. Casper Network, Casper, Highway Consensus POS, Mainnet Genesis, Layer 1 blockchain to accelerate enterprise and dev adoption, plus scalable/secure. Decentralized Turing, complete platform plus permissionless and permissionless mechanism. Sorry. And here we have it. So this is basically how everything works on Casper. You do see the main points around it, like security, programmability, privacy, decentralization, scalability, and of course you do see the mainnet up here, proof of stake, World Economic Forum connections to WebAssembly, Turing complete, smart contracts platform, and of course this all breaks down into gasless or not gasless advantages on Casper, upgradable contracts, predictable gas fees. Database scaling solutions. WA ensures Casper evolves as businesses do. And of course, businesses can build private or permissioned applications on Casper. And then down here, we do see coin list, ICO, post lockup period. Casper will list on other regulated platforms. And of course, we do see like all the partnerships down here. And then we do see like the grant program. We do see the Casper utility as well. And it does break down like the layer 1 behind it as well. Byzantine fault tolerance as well. For like security purposes, which we've discussed in the past. And yeah, let's move on. Let's talk about this as well. So in terms of staking ratios, we do see here more people love to stake their Casper for a long-term investment. When looking at the staking ratio between top layer 1 blockchains, we found that Casper Network is ranked the 3rd place. And this is actually pretty significant when you compare it to all of the other major names on here, like Cardano, Avalanche, Polkadot, Phantom, Near, Polygon, and even Ethereum 2.0. Like, these are like major layer 1s. I mean, I've always said it, like, you know, at some point in time, we will have Cardano's market cap, most likely even Solana's market cap. I look forward to those days. I think that it's a long time coming. Obviously, a lot of individuals have been in Casper for a while, myself included. I think I'm down on some of my original buys, but I have been averaging in, and honestly, my average is probably around like 3 cents now because of how much I have bought recently. But yeah, I think that a lot more individuals will be staking their Casper going forward. I think that there's going to be a large supply ratio basically locked up, and we are seeing like the staking ratio between top blockchains. We're sitting at 73.44%. Which is just a little bit behind Solana, and honestly, we're almost nearing the top blockchain basically being staked, which is insane to say, especially how fast this actually did happen. And also, not only that, but we do see another thread on Casper from the chain media here. What makes Casper unique? Casper is a new Turing-complete smart contracting platform. It's backed by proof of stake, consensus algorithm, and WebAssembly. The network is a permissionless, decentralized public blockchain. And of course, down here, Highway, the network's consensus protocol, provides a number of advantages over a conventional Byzantine fault-tolerant consensus system. First, Highway, enables networks to attain greater levels of finality, which results in more blocks being completed and receiving approval from validators to be added to the blockchain. Second, by expressing block finality in ways that BFT, models cannot, the protocol provides flexibility. The correct by construction (CBC) Casper research is the foundation of this technique. And yeah, I think that the technology around Casper is something really remarkable. That's also another thing that like really kind of enticed me to invest into Casper. Also, not only that, but like CBC around like even Ethereum 2.0 is also another thing that really kind of enticed me. And we also do see over here from Casper Labs themselves, Casper blockchain was built and is optimized for developer adoption. These are our features that are mostly absent on all other blockchains and are key for real business adoption. 1. Contract execution based on WASM lets developers use Rust and assembly script rather than having to learn a new language to get started. A contracts SDK that is CI/CD ready with a runtime and test harness built in. Developers need a solid way to build and test contracts, and the SDK plugs right into the Rust ecosystem, enabling the use of IDEs. Turing complete payment code that can be passed in a single transaction call rather than doing a string of transactions for custom payments. This is all handled in a single request. Permission references, it's possible to store contracts at an immutable, address or at a permission reference, giving contract authors control over what contracts, can call their contracts. Queries at the CLI, this enables developers to get real-time insights into their on-chain data structures and events. Upgradable contracts. Contracts can be upgraded to include new features or functions moving forward. Flexible accounts with weighted keys. Delegate accounts to one another. Grant weights for deployments. Key management. This enables central management and control over contracts and accounts. Those capabilities plus more are, what makes Casper Network more developer-friendly and enterprise-grade than others. And yeah, I do think that when we talk about like developer adoption, I do think that Casper at some point in time could be the like developer, powerhouse of crypto. Like I think that we're going to be seeing a lot more developer adoption happening on Casper. I think that we're going to see this ecosystem growing rapidly around Casper going forward as well. And I think that focusing on like metaverse, NFTs, Web3 itself as well are also going to account for a large amount of success around Casper as well. And also talking about a few things. So we do see here from Crypto KJ2, info about Casper Network's efforts and their plans for the upcoming months. So this is actually pretty massive. Like I would say that this is, a huge W for anybody who is holding Casper. So Casper Labs and the state of Telangana, India have announced a partnership that will see the Casper, blockchain establish the first open permission network for building Web3 applications in the world's second most populous country. Again, talking about Web3, like they are the Web3 giants right now. I know that we've talked about like Hedera basically taking over, but they are, focusing on like Web3 applications around like government use cases. Together with our partners at WiseKey, and by the way, no, that is not a direct connection with like, am I comparing HBAR to Casper? No, not at all. I think that they both are going to perform very well. I think that they're both absolutely killing it right now within the Web3 scene. Together with our partners at WiseKey, Casper Labs is pioneering new frontiers that have unlocked the ubiquitous connectivity for NFT applications that provide truly, global connectivity and at the speed that exceeds even 5G networks. The speeds that even, exceed 5G networks. That's huge. Our partnership with IBM has deepened. We recently jointly demonstrated how Casper Labs and IBM blockchain services are pioneering unprecedented levels of blockchain interoperability to facilitate enterprise adoption. BlockV and Smart Media Technologies partnered with Casper Labs to bring BlockV powered smart NFTs to the Casper blockchain, making Casper the most accessible and environmentally friendly option for businesses experimenting with NFTs. And of course, down at May 22nd to 25th, we convened hundreds of leading, policymakers, Fortune 500 executives, and academics at the Blockchain Hub in Davos for a series of discussions that examine just how far we've come with blockchain adoption since the last crypto winter. And we also have like this massive slide over here. I don't really need to read the entire thing, but you do see that they are not only focusing on like the 25 million developers worldwide as opposed to limiting it to the 1 million developers who know Solidity, expanding, again, like the Casper 2.0 era. But also like just everything around Casper is screaming like mass adoption, easy marketability to retail. Like again, remember why Solana ran. It was all marketing tactics around it that really kind of allowed it to run. But as we do look at what Casper's focused on, like these bridges, decentralized exchanges, auto market makers, swaps, even like DeFi itself. Like DeFi is going to be very large on Casper just because of the efficiencies around it. Also like NFTs. I do believe that we will see a lot of like metaverse building around Casper as well. Like everything that is happening on Casper is happening during a bear market right now. So we are seeing major development, major growth, all while again the price action might be a little bit, stale. But again, we're in a bear market. So just mind that. And as we do kind of move forward on, I do suspect that we will see the price action catch up with all the development and all the updates that we have been seeing. So with that being said, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, definitely leave a like, subscribe to notifications on. If you guys have more free content, you guys are more than welcome to follow me on Twitter and join the free Discord down in the description below. As this is up to you all, have a beautiful day, a beautiful night. Wherever you guys are on this beautiful world, this has been Nick. Peace out, guys.